Okay, I'm just playing through on the Mechanist, the last bit of the Mechanist. Yeah, so where am I? Oh, yeah, I missed how I was on the map. Yeah, I've keep dropping my weapons and picking them up, putting them in the workbench so I can make my settlement build size larger. And I've noticed that they're not equipped anymore, so I'm basically quickly equipping them before I go in. And this is the point where I realise I left my bloody triple bazooka on the floor somewhere, and my deliverer gun, both of them on the floor somewhere way back in one of my settlements where I tried to enlarge the build limit. So Robco Sales and Service Centre, this is where you have to go for the final battle of the Mechanist campaign, basically, the Mechanist thing. Right, let's put me light on. So I've got Ada with me, of course, and I've got dog meat because I've got this mod where you can have dog meat with you as well as a companion. So that is what I have done. Don't do a great deal of looking on computers on this playthrough. I'm kind of like a bit more of a, can't be bothered with all that kind of thing. Looking at computers, unlocking stuff. I don't think I've got any lock picking skills or any computer skills on this one. Yeah, and I've got rid of all the bits where I go on laptops and all the lock picking. I sped it all up so you haven't got to watch me lock pick and bloody unlock bloody computers. Yeah, so this is just basically me playing through it, just killing, doing lots of killing, and I'm going to add some completely unnecessary commentary over the top. Yeah, I looked at this. Yeah, I did look at that laptop, and it was boring. There was nothing much to see on that one, and I couldn't bother with any others after that. I mean, when I first played through, I looked at every single bloody thing, opened every door, unlocked every single computer. But as you've done it a few times, it's like, yeah, okay, I kind of know what's going to happen. You know, there's not much to say. You find out the story of what occurred here, and you learn that the robo brains are corrupt. Use like prisoners' brains, and they haven't done a great job of it. Yeah, I just managed to stop that trigger going off when dog meat ran through it. I do get frustrated with your followers. They are so annoying, especially dog meat. He runs off when you're trying to share things with him, get him to carry his stuff, and he's just a pain. He gets in your way when you're trying to walk. Oh, they all do. They're all an absolute pain, your companions. Yeah, but he actively runs away when you're trying to talk to him. Another thing. There's this. Well, you have to have Ada with you because she's got a chip in her head that helps her to unlock these doors. And I forgot that all you have to do is actually trigger it. All you got to do is look at the thing you wanted to open, and just click on it. But I kept sort of assigning her to it, kind of thing, which I didn't really need to do. But never mind. Yeah, I'm doing my usual, picking everything up, even though I don't need to. It's just such habit. See, I'm commanding her each time to do what she's got to do. I forgot I could just actually click. Yeah. I could have just clicked on it and she would have opened it, just activated it, but yeah, never mind. It's about the third time I've played through it now. What did I do? Was this on my Xbox playthrough, wasn't it? Yeah, of course it was, yeah. This is my Xbox playthrough. I've already done it twice. Once on Xbox I did it, and I also did it on a PS4. But I was kind of ignoring the missions on this second Xbox playthrough because I was just more focused on building stuff, really. Not that fast about it. But I just, every now and again, I do a little bit of a mission just for the fun of it. And I thought I'd record it this time. Remember the first time I did it on the Xbox One, it kept crashing, and I think I got killed a couple of times. Well, no, actually, first time there was a glitch, and the final battle wouldn't work properly. I wasn't able to communicate with the Mechanist for some reason. I think I'd completed the battle, and then they wouldn't trigger the final conversation with them. So I had to go back and do it all over again. It was a right pain. So I've been through here quite a few times. It's a pretty big mission, actually. Pretty big place to investigate. Quite a lot goes on. This video is about an hour long, so yeah, you'll see how long it is. And that's without checking out all the computer terminals. Pick up the eyeglasses. I always like to have goggles or glasses for my settlers because it makes them look all suave. And a pompadour wig. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a settlement with everyone's got a pompadour wig at some point, just for the sake of it. Right, my usual technique: shoot off their legs, shoot their legs off, and you're normally all right. Oh, combat inhibitor on this one. If you can hit the combat inhibitor on the robot, it's normally pretty good. Right, I set off all the tripwires here for some reason. Yeah, all the laser tripwires got sent off. Even though the robots were walking through it quite normally a minute ago. Well, as soon as I shot the second one, the chip well went off, which was a shame. And then the stupid robot Ada walks through there as well and gets herself shot up. This playthrough is mainly explosives and pistols. My character is specialised in. Explosives are a bit. I still think explosives are a bit useless in this one. I'm sure in New Vegas you was able to do explosives in VATS. I think you could. I can't remember that. And also, I played New Vegas, but in this one, the actual explosive perks don't do a great deal for you. They're kind of pretty useless, especially the way that your companions and your settlers fight. Because if you throw a blinking grenade, your settlers all go charging straight in. They don't sort of stay back and shoot at people. They go rushing headfirst into battle, and it's just like, what a stupid pain in the arse. So you can't really use your grenades or your blinking bazooka that well with them. And with pistols, the shootings. I mean, with this gun, I've got a sight on this gun. It seems to be the best gun for actually targeting. But stuff like the Deliverer, that I've only got like the glow sights. They're pretty useless at bloody at hitting your enemies if they're not like completely real close to you. Like any sort of far away enemies is just completely pointless. Trying to use a blinking Deliverer. There's Ada getting herself killed. Why did she not follow me? I don't understand that. She's supposed to be my companion. She should have followed me through here instead of getting herself shot to shit. But never mind. Yeah, I go to save her. And I completely didn't realise there's a blinking couple of Tesla turrets behind me. And I think it's Tesla turrets there in front. I've taken them all out, thinking, oh yeah, I'm safe now. Should learn to watch me back. And then I think Ada and Dog Meat get in my way, so I give him a whack. Every now and again I just give him a whack. Get out of the bloody way. He doesn't do anything. It doesn't help. Doesn't get the message, but yeah, it just kind of... It makes me feel better. Don't worry, I don't hit dogs in real life. Only fake dogs. I'm not a monster. Yeah, I forgot about these turrets here. Oh, there we are, Tesla turrets, yeah. Yes, I can see them. They're firing bloody electricity at me. They're firing thunderbolts at me like 4. And then she gets in the way while I'm trying to go and loot them. Get out of the bloody way, you bloody hunk of bolts. You bucket of bolts, whatever. There are no correct terms of slagging off robots. They have feelings too, you know. You shouldn't be mean to them. Yeah, so I spend a minute trying to find where this other turret gun is. That's it. Just for a vacuum tube and some whatever it was I picked up. Fusion cells. Mind you, I think I need them because I'm very short on this gun.
Yes.
Yeah, shut up. I know that you're going to attack me any minute anyway, so... Right, this is another one of the tactics I like to employ. Get the high ground. Especially against robots that use melee attacks. Right, this one, blow his leg off. Oh. Yeah, Dog Meat and Ada do like to get in the way. But that's another tactic. Let your companions draw the fire while you stand to the side and blow away the enemy. It works pretty well. Alright, yeah, and I'm low on bullets. Yeah, let me just give you all my crap. There you go, I've sped that up as well so you haven't got to watch me hand at every single piece of junk I've collected so far. Yeah, but it's actually a good place if you're looking for picking stuff up. You don't come in when you're low level because quite a lot of high enemies here, or hard enemies. Assaultrons and the like. I think there's a sentry bot or two as well. But yeah, there's a lot you can pick up, and a hell of a lot of stuff here. Lots of bits of metal from robots and what have you. There you go. And the doors are quite funny as well. They've all got about 4 or 5 different doors on them. They're quite fun to watch open, actually. It's like, wow, talk about protection. More security than a bloody vault. Vaults have got the one giant door. This has got like 5 or 6 different bloody giant doors. It's crazy, man.
That's it.
That was it. Yep, loads of stuff to pick up. Shopping basket, yardstick, that's a bit of wood and a bit of steel there. Always kind handy. On the Xbox playthrough I haven't got the mod where you can create whatever you want, so you can't create, so I've literally got to still pick things up and buy stuff. It's kind of better in a way. On the PS4 I've got the one where you can sort of create whatever you want to create practically. Can't remember what it's called now. It's quite handy, but it's rather cheating really, but yeah, whatever. I still pick things up and on the PS4. I've got enough caps to buy what I need really, but sometimes you haven't got a blinking vendor around when you need one. Right, so this is, I know there's going to be enemies, so let's sneak to the side. That's it. You guys can take the fire while I'll do some firing, and I did him in one shot. Yeah, dog meat's looking completely the wrong direction. Well done, dog meat. It's quite a good gun, this one, but it's slow loading. I haven't got the fast reload perk yet. Might be a good idea. Check out, let's have a bit of baseball. I can throw that later on for dog meat to fetch. Step this way so I can blast you, you annoying robot. Takes a lot of shooting, this one. I don't know why. Sure, I must have hit it properly with that one. Oh yeah, these blinking robots on the side here, they don't actually come out, but they detract your fire in that, so you can't shoot them either. It's quite annoying. Yeah, reload. Step back away from the line of fire while you quickly reload. There you go. That's it. Blow that machine gun turret away. Yeah, you can't actually shoot these. They're in a protective pod. Just a waste of bullets. I don't know why they don't come out actually. This is a bit strange. Why do they not emerge? If the Mechanist is trying to kill you desperately, you'd think they would use every robot at their disposal. Leg. Yeah, I thought I would do. There we are. Scrapbot's now down on the floor. I turn the scrapbot into scrap. I'm assuming the red blips on the map are these two robots, but assuming they're not actively being attacking, you wouldn't have thought it would show up on the map. Seeing as they're not active combatants at the moment. Yeah, I can't bother unlocking terminals. First playthrough of a game, I unlock every single thing, as I said, but later on it's just like, you know, there's nothing much to see on here. I'll say if you're looking for a playthrough, it explains everything that you can find here and what all the whole story is. Basically, the robo brains are coming from criminals. Criminals are being used for their brains to be put into robots, and it turns out that the robot human brain interface is not a good idea because the human brains are flawed. Which is why Jezebel and similar other robo brains that you pick up in the game are killing humans saying that they're saving them, they're helping the humans. Their logic goes that the humans are, you know, basically haven't got much chance to survive in the nasty Commonwealth in this radioactive world, so you're helping them by putting them out their misery. I just threw away that pelvis. I didn't mean to pick up that because you don't get much use for bone in the actual game. I can't think of anything you actually use bone to build, to be honest. More junk bots. Blow off a leg. There we go. Reload in slow motion, just what you like. Get on with it. swear they just reload so much slower than they should do. Right, go for the fast one first. That one's fast. It's coming at me, so blow off a leg. Yep, that's it. One leg blown off. It won't be able to hurt me now. Now take on the one that's shooting. Back downstairs to reload. Yeah, that one was crawling after me. Oh, I forgot about them blowing up. That's always annoying. Explosive 50 caliber hunting rifle. Yeah, it would have been better if I was a rifle user. I did try using it a couple of times, thinking it might be quite useful, but yeah, I didn't really go for it. Ended up getting rid in the end. I think first playthrough I did rifles and sniping. That's how I always tend to play it. And sneaky. I wasn't so much sneaky on this playthrough when I first started. I was more of a trying to be quick, like in and out, kind of like using agility kind of thing. Get there and take out enemies and run away if you can't manage it. But yeah, I kind of moved on to more sneaky now. Like these, quite often you see a lot of these robots sort of going overhead. I don't know if you're killing them now saves you from having to kill them later on. I'm not too sure. I managed to get all three of them there. Then back off because there's this. Oh yeah, this is annoying. There's a blinking laser turret and it's ignited the oil on the ground there. Burnt my toes. Yeah, I've each different playthrough I've tried to use different weapons. The first I was using rifles on the Xbox. Then on the second playthrough I was using more melee weapons. Grognak's axe. You might have seen some of my videos where I do like Grognak does. And chop my enemies to death. This one I have more pistols and explosives, but I say explosives, yeah, not really great to be honest. All that happens if the only perks for explosives is you do more damage, and if you shoot mines, you do more. They explode and do more damage, which is, you know, not great. More likely to hurt yourself sometimes. Yeah, the amount of times I've thrown a Molotov cocktail, and it looks like the arc is fine for getting over whatever it is you're standing in front of. And then it doesn't. It bloody well manages to catch you. Instead, you hit what you're standing in front of, and end up injuring yourself. It's most annoying. Yeah, those things just sniped on the other side of the room. There was only about 8% chance in that. But if you just basically use your blinking sight, it's you might as well just do it that way. It's a hell of a lot easier than actually using that sometimes with the old sniping stuff. Lots of dead enemies for me to loot. I'm not sure why I should. Well, I haven't really got time. I could go through what I'm picking up a bit better because I only really want. I don't want any of the robot mod components because I'm not really doing much robot building in this playthrough. Not really bothered much with robots. In my first playthrough on the Xbox One, I was making them so each settlement had a robot defender. So we had like Pistol Packing Mama in one of the things. We had Butcher Pete was another one of the robots that I created. In my PS4 playthrough, I've only used them really as provisioners, so they're all provisioner bots. So it's like provisioner bot volume V1, provisioner bot V2, something like that. I don't remember if it's provisional bot or mail bot. I think they're called a mail bot actually. Yeah, I think that's what I call them. As in they're delivering mail or whatever. Alright, tank bot. Tank bot taken out. Back up before it explodes. After about the 5th time of getting blown up in an explosion robot, you remember that they explode. I can't remember if I speed this section up actually because it's all messing around with getting the roadway to come across so the robot can follow you and open the door and then next through here. Mainly just basically scavenging everything I can from this area. Extinguishers, yeah, good. Yeah, wood in that, yeah, more wood in that, yeah. Buckets, always good buckets. I try and have a bucket in every single room, every single settler's room, because something to piss and crap in, isn't it really? You might as well. A bucket has a multitude of uses. Right, this bridge comes across and that doorway shuts. But I think I'll reopen it because I realised I hadn't scavenged in there yet. So I think I open it back up so I can go back in there. Also, I was wondering if like closing this door and shutting that bridge activated anything in this room. Like when that door, I don't know why. Maybe I saw it in a different game and I was just remembering it wrong. I was thinking that something opened here, like above or something like that, or a secret door or something. I can't remember why. There you go. Get rid of all my stuff. Right, now get back onto it. I'm doing this on the Windows Media audio thingy, whatever call it, Windows Movie Maker, and sometimes I think the sound goes a little bit out from the film, so hopefully it's not too terrible. But yeah, so for some reason I thought it was like a secret passage going to open when I shut that door. I don't know why. I was obviously mistaken. Anyway, so let's get out of here. Just move on to the next part. I was a bit worried if her being stuck there, if she would be able to follow me or not. But I did that thing where I command her to open up the next door rather than just click and activate on it, which is what I later on find out I could do.
Open this.
Picking up a few more bits that I haven't picked up so far. Always looting until you get over encumbered and we have to stop. I haven't got the strength perks on this one. I've got a quite weak, not much strength, not much endurance. I was trying to go all for agility, thinking you could run away from stuff and evade bullets, but I think you're better off with an endurance, strong character, from what I've learnt. Interesting thing about this location is that once you've beaten it, all the sort of side doors open up, and it all leads into, you can all be gained from access to from the central room. So once you actually unlock the Mechanist Lair, it's not a bad place. Shame you can't build a settlement better in the Mechanist Lair. It's quite limited in the vanilla game. You can't call any settlers there. I think you can't get any food there. So or water, so unless you've got mods, it's not really a very good settlement. I suppose you could turn it into a robot paradise or something. So you can't turn it into a synth haven. If you're with the railroad, if you could get like synth settlers to live there, it'd be quite cool. I suppose they'd always be worried about the Institute coming for them. Courser attacks and the like. Oh yeah, this is... Yeah, I can't bother listening to this blinking iBot propaganda. And I'm pretty sure I knew there's an account coming here, so I'll take the high ground again. Get over here, and you find a little thing. I'm not sure I've seen this before. Jangle's the moon monkey and one of those monkey symbol players sitting there watching. Well, not just watching TV. They're playing a game. By the looks of it, they've got consoles. It's like I can maybe they're controlling me. Oh my god, I hadn't thought about that. Oh no, except of course Fallout isn't multiplayer, so they couldn't be. I kind of got a bit wedged here at one point. Yeah, I managed to get down. Get me some quantum cola. Get me a Jangle's moon monkey, because there's cloth in that there Jangle's. Get one of those creepy symbol playing monkeys that often laugh and clack their symbols together when you're in a spooky place. Right, Junkbot and Scrapbot. I don't quite... I don't know how I managed to miss him twice. It's like, what? I don't know if I managed to miss him twice. I think some daft quirk of the game there. I think maybe it thought I was being blocked by the pipes or something. Yeah, about one shot out of about 5 managed to hit there. Yeah, so I forgot about VATS and just went with the sights instead. Seemed to do a lot better job actually. And then do the scrapping. Make sure I salvage from the iBot as well, because there's steel in them there robots that I can use for building. I think I'll do a little save in a minute, because I remember having problems in this location before. So, advice to you guys: make sure you do there. Quick save there. Make sure you save when you come to the Mechanist Lair, just in case there's any glitch or somehow you don't able to. Yeah, you get killed. It's quite a long walkthrough. You know, quite a long walkthrough if you've been get killed and have to go back to the beginning again. Yeah, these other there's some sort of security protocol that's in place, and you're trying to turn off the security protocol off one of the early consoles that you find, terminal that you find has got some kind of override or something. You got to have a master level. I've never actually done it. I think you can do that way and go straight down on the lift. On the elevator. I'm not too sure if that's possible or not. That's what I thought, but yeah, I like to go the long way around. More killing. Trusty VATs to check if there's any enemies ahead. Take them out before they wake up, and they look a bit silly. Massive power armoured person holding a little gun. Just picked up some toothpaste there because dental hygiene is very important in the post-nuclear world. Because there's not that many dentists. I was thinking of making a dentist actually. Then I'll ask you why. Doctor stroke dentist. I'm not sure how you go about it really. There's no signs. Maybe I look for a wall hanging, like a painting with a smiling person on it, and just put dentist above it or something. Right, get up there, take the high ground so you can snipe at stuff. And also, if any melee attacking robots come, they won't be able to get to you. And well, of course, with the jetpack, taking the high ground's a lot easier. I have got the jetpack mod on this playthrough, so you actually get a bit better of a energy out of battery life, whatever you call it, jetpack life out of your jetpack. That was the 50 cal exploding rifle that I had there, but it hasn't got any sight on it, so it wasn't really that good. I ended up getting rid of it in the end, so you get so many weapons, don't you really? And you don't get that many 50 cal bullets. Yeah, not good. That's better. Percentage wasn't that high really, considering it wasn't that far away, and I've got a big sight on this gun. Not sure which robot blew up then, or whether it was something else that blew up. Something definitely got me there. Was it an exploding barrel or something? Was there an oxygen tank around that I didn't spot? Yeah, I do like hiding these robots. The sneaky little buggers. What better way to hide a robot than to hide them amongst the scrap in a scrap heap? No, that one, I didn't even see that one. Where did that one come from? Let's go back and scrap it. Steal its whatever it's got on it. There's a nice little music going on in the background. Dun 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 dun, like your heart beating. Dun 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 dun. They're not horror games, Fallout, but they do have some quite creepy elements to them, especially when ghouls are involved. When you've got ghouls and dark tunnels, it's like, oh, there's no way I could play the VR version. I'd probably have an heart attack when the ghouls jumped out on me. Yeah, so I was talking about the consoles. There's some sort of security protocol you can unlock, I think, by looking at all the different consoles. But it didn't really seem to do a great deal, to be honest. You might have just go walk through the game quickly.
Nice.
Maybe there's a way to get through it quicker. I'm not 100% sure. I just went the long way round, and each time I've played it anyway. Well, this is a bit... Oh yeah, let's kill this. I didn't give them any chance to spout their propaganda at me and then to attack me. Just got rid of them quick. I think I clipped this bit actually a little while because I get on the moving platform to take me to the other side. I don't think Ada does, but I'm assuming that I assume that she just like walk to that area. You know, they quite often do. Your companions will suddenly appear beside you, even though they haven't actually followed you. But no, she didn't, so I ended up coming back for her. I had to come back for her. I spent about 5 minutes looking for her. I don't know where the hell she went to. But I think I clipped that bit out of it because this is already an hour long without me chasing after stupid robots. I actually found a hidden bag when I went back, like a satchel kind of thing. I don't know what you call it, a canvas bag with some stuff in it. Nothing great, but yeah, I'll cut that bit out because I was... just seeing me chasing after Ada trying to find her is a bit too boring. So the trouble is, I was still doing that command thing on her. I was thinking I had to open the doors by commanding her to do the button. I forgot. I didn't realise that you could just click on it and click activate. That's why I was looking for her all the time. So I wanted to sort of press the thing where you give the command option and then press on the door opening.
Scan this.
Yeah. Eventually, this is her. She eventually comes along. I had to go all the way back to the other side of the platform, run around looking for her, click the command bit on her to get her to... and I didn't really need to do that, I don't think.
Scan.
I feel like I just clicked activate and she would have probably teleported to my side and done it, but never mind. Right. So it's been a long while since I last did the Mechanist Lair. Yeah, one thing I wanted to address is right, the Mechanist, you have the option to kill her if you want to. Although she's not, I don't think she's a bad person. I think she just made a terrible mistake. But the Jezebel, the robo brain that you can pick up, she thinks that killing humans is helping them. But you don't have an option necessarily to kill her. I suppose you could just kill her, but you end up giving her a body. There's no kind of comeback on that. No furthering of the plot with that. I mean, I ended up giving her a blinking no arms and no arms and no legs, so she couldn't attack anybody else in the future. I thought she can't really harm anybody now if she's got no blinking weapons on her. So on this game, I just made her a bloody floater. There's a little Codsworth kind of motor holding her up in the air, but no arms, so she couldn't do anyone any damage. With her, and I also called her Dumbot as well as a little bit of a revenge for a bad attitude. I changed her name from Jezebel to Dumbot. There you go. Petty, I know. I had a quick look on this console because I thought there was a password I had to find, but I think I already picked up that. It should pick up that holotape, and I think I haven't even got to listen to the holotape. I think because I've picked it up, that's given me the password for a console, so a terminal in the next room, which leads into a nice hidden cache of weapons. Cache. I'm not quite sure on the pronunciation of that word. I don't know why I used it. I should have found a different word for cache. I don't know. Store. A hidden store of weapons. There you go. Store is a word I know. Right, yeah, so open the door. Get out of the console. Get out of the terminal. It takes too long to get out of the terminals as well. It's quite annoying. Well, as you can see, there's loads of goodies here. Lots of lovely things. Some missiles for my bazooka that I've left back on the ground in some settlement or other when I was doing the glitch to increase your settlement build area. Not area, but capacity, I suppose you'd call it. I'm not sure why I bother with the military ammo bag, because all that gives you is ballistic materials, which I don't think I've got ballistic weave. I'm not really bothered much with the armour building on this one. Did the power armour building because I wanted to get the jetpack. And there's I think I've got a mod on this one as well, so it's a more powerful jetpack. Yeah, I definitely have on this one. This is my Xbox One. I got yeah. PS4 is a reasonably powerful jetpack. On the Xbox, it's a even more powerful than the PS4 version. I've not got the mods, so I can't remember the mods are. You can find them on the Blinking Bethesda page. I don't really remember what mod it is called. I do know I accidentally got rid of it at one point, thinking it was a portable jetpack mod rather. But I didn't go and pick up the portable jetpack. But I forgot that it also says it affects any jetpack armor you've got. So I managed to build a jetpack armor finally, and it flies swimmingly. You got loads of power when it comes to floating around on your jetpack. When I got rid of it, thinking it was just for a portable jetpack that you picked up from somewhere, and when I did, I ended up flying like a brick and like falling down really quickly. Right, so here I think is where they held the prisoners that they were using the brains of to power the robo-brain robots. Some of them are still alive. I don't know how they die, ghouls. Just they die of starvation? Because they don't seem... Why are these ones dead? Why are some dead and some alive? I don't quite sure how that works. Do they die of old age eventually? I know they've got like a radioactive half-life. Apparently they're all sterile ghouls as well. I was reading that the other day on the Fallout Wiki, because I do a heavy metal podcast show with music. And I've got a Fallout themed show for this week. And so I was reading up on various things from Fallout Wiki. Apparently all ghouls are sterile, so they don't have baby ghouls, which is fair enough because they're all radioactive. So I suppose every ghoul you kill is one step further to wiping out the whole of the ghouls in the Commonwealth. Well, that's a good thing or a bad thing, because obviously the feral ghouls you want rid, but the nice ghouls, just the normal human beings who just happen to have been radioactively messed with, are they all going to turn into ferals at some point? Who knows? Perhaps by the time Fallout 10 comes out, there won't be any ghouls left. Or maybe everyone will be ghouls. Because of I don't know. All I know is that I killed these ones. And I always think that the ghouls, it's the radiation. More radiation they receive. I think it's the radiation that causes the regression into the feral state. And I wonder if you gave them like a course of Radaway and Radex, would that bring them back from feralness? Be interesting. Maybe Curie will do a research paper on it one day. But I come down here thinking there was something I had to pick up, like something on this terminal, and no, there was nothing on the terminal that was needed. I think there was like a clue to the robo brains being arseholes basically. I thought it was something down here I needed to pick up, but it turns out there wasn't, so I just came down here for nothing really. Stealth boy that I'm not going to use. I thought you had to do something up here to power the lift downstairs, so I even come back on here again, but I didn't need to go on there. I was correct the first time I looked at it. There was nothing for me to see. Nothing. That was not a terminal, it's a broken one. So yeah, just come down here, flick the switch. If you don't kill all the ghouls before you get to the switch, all the cell doors come flying open, and the ghouls all come and have at you. But because I've killed them all already, I am perfectly safe. Right, let me go up on this lift. There's no clues as to what happened to all the personnel that were here actually. No in-game history of, so quite often you'll find the story of a place. In this one it's more about the story of the robo brains, and how the brains taken from human convicts aren't really fit for the purpose of controlling robots, because they go mad and they're just basically complete robo arseholes. Not so much robo brains as robo arseholes. That's what they should be called. Right, there's a bit of a nice bit of looting, but not much else up here. Lots and lots of things to see or pick up rather. I am drinking Strongbow if anyone is interested. This talk through has been brought to you by Strongbow. Oh yeah, I was talking about my podcast there, my heavy metal podcast. It's called High Speed Hangover Podcast. If anyone wants to check out, you can probably find it on Podomatic or on Facebook. High Speed Hangover. I did a Skyrim themed show a couple of months back. It's about Skyrim and Fallout are the only games I played, to be honest. I still haven't got the Skyrim new version with the mods on it. I still have to do that at some point. That needs to be checked out for sure. Right, coming up. This is quite a big encounter here. There's quite a lot of enemies at this end. I've been held up with them quite a lot in the part. I think the last couple of times I came here, this is quite a challenge. So I was straight in there, a few grenades. Get ready with shooting other pulse grenades I'm using here because that's supposed to be quite good for taking out the enemies. Shoot the leg off. Or at least damage the leg of it. There you go. So those are all dead. Take out the machine gun turret. That's it. That's probably the quickest I've actually done that encounter. I don't think I got injured at all, so jolly happy. I had my companions to soak up the bullets that were coming my way, and I just stayed back and shot things. And I go in and take all the looting I can do. I'm not too far off the end of this. Yeah, carry my stuff. There you go. I sped that up. Yeah, we're not far off the end game now. It's quite a big encounter as well. The Mechanist finale is a fight and a half. So do not come here early in the game. Do not come here with less than what you need like I have. I've got no deliverer, I've got no missile launcher, whatever they're called. Yeah, because I left them on the floor somewhere. Well, this robot here, it's weird, not all robots are activated. This robot is inactive. Oh, because it's got no bloody well robo brain yet, that's why. See, it looks like it can be full because you can target in VATS, but it's got no head. I just realised it's just an empty body, isn't it, with no robo brain to control it. I still take it out though. It's annoying though. You can take it out, but you don't get any steel or any other components off of it.
Over here.
I thought I'd take it out in case it activated while I was doing something else, but it don't. It took 2 shots as well. It's embarrassing. Yeah, it didn't blow up though, fortunately. Yes. Right. So here we are in the Mechanist's lair, the centre of the building. We've been skirting around this all the while we've been walking around, and now we're here. It's time to face off. Also, it goes crazy with my jetpack in a minute. I get a crazy jetpack glitch. Anybody in? Knock knock. Knock knock. The general's come to see you.
There seems to be some sort of misunderstanding here. Maybe we should talk about this.
The Commonwealth has suffered more than its fair share of injustices because of you. Now you'll face the full might of the Mechanist. My righteous robots will end your tyranny once and for all.
I must have got rid of the bit where my jetpack went crazy. At one point my jetpack went mad and I sort of launched up into the air, but I must have cut that bit out. But yeah, so I stayed up here for a while to keep me above the melee, I can never say that word. The hand-to-hand combat using robots. I stayed up here to keep away from these spotlights are a pain because you keep accidentally picking them up in vats. The thing is with the hand-to-hand robots, when they realise that you're out of their range, they run off. You'll see that in a minute. I've got a couple of robots I'm fighting and they sort of back off. Like Ada and Dogmeat are down, I think. See, these two are backing off because they know they can't catch me in hand-to-hand combat. So they're trying to get out of my range. First one was no problem. The second one took me forever to blast him. Well, why? First two bullets he got hit. And that was a wasted bullet. That was a wasted bullet. When I finally reloaded. Another wasted, 2 more wasted bullets. So what the hell? So I went for sniper and it took me bloody forever to kill him. Must have used about 20 bullets on the sod. Pretty sure I was hitting him. Oh, that was going to take forever. Yeah, let's use some bombs. Didn't do much damage, that bloody pulse grenade, considering it was practically in his face. I wonder if the pulse grenades work with explosives perk or not. Get my ass kicked down, let's move. Move to higher ground. Still not out. I threw another pulse grenade at him and he's still blinking hardly injured at all. Change weapon, I think. Change weapon. What am I going for? Is it my wounding 10mm pistol that I go for? Oh, a bit of jet, yeah. Bit of a druggy on this playthrough. Yeah, this is my wounder pistol. It causes bleeding damage. Of course, robots don't bleed, but it still does the actual effect on them though. I suppose they must leak oil every time you shoot them. Finally got him. Self-destructing one's coming for you now.
Of course, I'm talking you, Sparks.
So watch out for these ones. These ones blow up when they get to you. So don't let them get to you, whatever you do. This is one of my favourite spots for this this battle. Because you've got a drop behind you, you can just jump down. If something's coming at you and you're getting too badly injured, you can jump down and reform or what's the word? I can't remember what the bloody word is. Reassess, something like that. Right, I'm not sure if taking these ones out while they're going past you on the travelator kind of thing is actually, you know, necessary or worth it. I just assume that if you take them out now, they won't drop down later and injure you. I'm assuming that like taking them out now is a good thing, but I could be wrong. It might be a complete red herring, and they don't have any relay effect in the later game. But at least I got some experience for killing them, I suppose.
I'll deal with you myself.
Well, I'm out of that.
They're out there, we'll find them.
This one was quite a tough one as well. think he was hitting me with radiation. Can't really tell.
Activate the Tesla coils.
Again, another blinking pulse, or is it pulse? Yeah, pulse grenade doing very little damage. I'm not sure what damage he's doing there. It looks like the radiation damage, but my radiation doesn't seem to be going up. Right, that grenade I just used there was something from a mod. Right, I did that. I quickly jump backwards. It's time to reassess. Time to get on with something else. Right, this is the time when I could have used my bloody bazooka. But because I accidentally left my bazooka on the floor somewhere, I'm sticking with whatever I've got. Right, I'm getting a bit down on health now, so... Run away! Run away, as brave Sir Robin might say. Run away and take a little bit of food to get your health back up again. Maybe a jet? Yeah, a jet's a... Jet to slow things down a bit. Oh yeah, and I dig out this. This is another thing from that mod that I used that bomb from. What's the name of the mod? Xander's... Something like Xander's Aid or something like that. Yeah, you get this weapon on it and it's pretty bloody powerful actually. But I'm a bit low on bullets for it. It uses special bullets that you can only get in that mod. Which is a shame because it's a kick-ass weapon. It's like the alien blaster. It's like, but you get it from the alien. I don't think it uses the same weapons as the alien blaster. The same bullets. I think it uses different bullets. So I'm assuming you can only really get them from that mod. Yeah, look it up. Oh, I might put it in the notes if I remember. Who knows? Who knows?
58%.
I think I have a little bit of weird glitching going on with my movie maker now. I can't remember if this happened in the actual game or if it was just in the movie maker. It starts to get very terrible frame rate, so it's jumping forwards a bit. I don't know what bloody happened. Yeah, I decided to take out the spotlight because it was getting annoying. Keep getting in my view when I'm doing bats.
Reserve power at 34%.
Right, it starts dropping stuff on you as well now. It starts dropping and putting mines on the ground, so be careful at this point. Some of the falling animations are a bit OTT. There you go, frag mines being dropped down, so watch out for them. Some nice slow-mo melty death there. Right, yeah, I would say I was wasting too many bullets on that gun that I haven't got many bullets for, so I went back to me laser pistol. Take out these mines before I accidentally walk across them. You get quite a lot of scrap here, but the trouble is some of the robots disappear. Some of the robots you kill disappear. You see in a moment one of these robots I kill here, when I go back over there, one of them was gone. There we go, it's disappeared. So I mean that one disappeared as well. So.
Come on.
8.
Right, yeah, so this is basically what you have to do here. You have to take out as many enemies, well, all the enemies, and then they run out of power. So the Mechanist decides to face you herself. Spoiler, herself. You may think the Mechanist is a dude, but it's not. It's a lady in a dude suit. Well, no, it's just not necessarily a dude suit. It's just a suit that hides their femininity. When she takes the suit off, she's all woman. And you have the choice options on how you want to talk to her. If you want to kill her, or if you want to not kill her, basically. So, even though I decided I was going to play this one through as a drug-taking maniac kind of thing, I didn't bother. My inherent goodness meant I couldn't do it. I couldn't kill her. I've actually killed her once in my PS4 playthrough, but I had a really low charisma, and she wouldn't listen to what I was saying. She completely ignored me. She wasn't having none of it. But yeah, so I had to kill her, which is a shame. Shame you can't have her as a companion. Actually, I suppose no one's done a mod where you can recruit her as a companion after picking her up here. That would be quite cool. She's got a nice suit. She does give you the suit, but I wouldn't wear it myself. Oh, this is where my jetpack went mad. I thought it was earlier on, but it's here. Suddenly I'm away with the angels. There you go.
You're confused. It's obvious. We need to talk this out, face to face.
We're speaking now. Besides, do you truly think I'd leave the safety of my command center?
Good people, listen. If you were making a grave mistake, you'd want to know the truth.
Very well. I will hear you out. But only for the sake of the common. Sparks, with me.
Right, quickly loot some stuff before these robots disappear. They don't all disappear, but some do. Now, I like to get as much stuff as possible before it does.
Let us discuss this amicably.
Who are you? Don't you think it's time you ditched that mask?
You're right.
Off comes the mask. Here's the reveal. OMG, it's a lady.
I'm Isabel.
Yeah.
The Mechanist was just an easy way for me to help the Commonwealth. But all my technical knowledge and all of these resources, and I still failed. How does the Commonwealth have any hope against people like you?
You're obviously confused. I'm only here to stop some dangerous robots from attacking the Commonwealth.
They have taken innocent lives. My friends, they were simple traders, all dead at the hands of your robots.
I'm not confused. That just can't be right. The robots are programmed to protect. Their subroutines are clean. Observe, evaluate, and react accordingly. The testing was thorough. I ran every scenario. All passed.
They're misinterpreting orders. Your own robo-brain said as much. They're saving people by killing them.
No, I don't believe you. They can't alter their programming. They're programmed to save people, not kill them.
Think about it. There's probably a reason these robots weren't in mass production.
The introduction of a human brain creates too many unknown variables. You can't claim to know them all.
I took all the necessary precautions. Innocent lives should never be taken. And the data. They were always reporting hostiles killed and lives saved. No, it's the logic. It's there. I can see it now. I was hoping it was the robo-brains, an issue with their memory wipes. But you're right. Their primary directive was flawed.
You done messed up, girl.
Now you know the truth. Your robots are dangerous. They had to be stopped.
The hero unknowingly became the villain. I want to help the Commonwealth.
It's pretty tragic, really.
Robots are all I know. I found this place and figured I could finally do my part. I accept full responsibility. I can't take back what I've done, or even atone for it. But this doesn't have to end in violence.
I'm not here to kill you, only to get you and your robots to stand down.
Done. Consider it done. And you won't regret this. I promise. None of the Commonwealth will. Here, take this. It's the password to the mainframe. You can use it to shut down the security protocols. I'd rather this place be in your hands now.
That's pretty much it. The Mechanist done messed up. She couldn't help it. She didn't know the robo brains were cray-cray. Slang, man. Right. Yep, so let's pick up some more stuff. Then go and turn off the old console, whatever thingy bob, security protocol thingy majiggy. And then the Mechanist Lair is mine to use as a settlement if I so wish. And she will give me quests forevermore to go and take out rogue robots that are menacing the Commonwealth. Why she can't just shut down the rogue robots? I suppose, yeah. If they did that, you wouldn't have any extra quests, would you? So, yeah, fair enough. Sometimes when you go and save the rogue robots, they're attacking settlers, and you can then get the settlers to join you at one of your settlements. But to be honest, it only ever happened for me once. Oxhorn, there's lots of videos. He was saying that you can practically every time you do it, you can pick up more settlers. But it only ever happened for me once. I kept trying to do it to get settlers, and it didn't really work for me. Apparently you can do that though. Apparently. So anyway, shut off the protocols, cancel whatever security Ujima flip, and that's pretty much the end of the Mechanist Lair. She gives you her armor and her helmet.
Return is a relief. I trust the outcome was what you wanted.
I got her to see the truth. She's standing down.
So the Mechanist really was misguided. Did she reveal her motives and reasoning?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
She didn't know what the robo-brains were doing. To her, a life saved was a life saved.
A biological wild card. The unknowns are vast. She had to know the risk she was taking by creating them. Many good people endured suffering and death because of the Mechanist. It's a shame a mind as brilliant as hers allowed such atrocities to be committed.
She's good at heart. She made a mistake. A big one. And she'll live with that guilt.
I believe I have a certain understanding when it comes to guilt. While it's not the justice I had hoped for, it will suffice. Still, I now know that the death of my friends has brought about a safer Commonwealth. Had the Mechanist's robots remained unchecked, I'm certain the damage would have been extensive, halting, if not reversing, any progress that has been made here. With this knowledge, I am finally registering feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment. And I have you to thank for it.
Don't mention it. That's Ada's quest has been finished. Restored order.
Hi.
Hey, just one more thing. If you have a minute.
Of course.
Sure. Go ahead.
Look how tall I am compared to
I
you.
just wanted to say I'm really happy, thankful that you've let me stick around here. And in order to show you that I'm done with the past, I want you to have this as a sort of promise, I guess. It's the Mechanist suit I made.
Yes, thank you very much. I won't be wearing it, but cheers all the same.
You don't have to do that.
I want to. I need to move on, and this just seemed the right way to handle it. There's one more thing. a much bigger thing. There are still robots out there. Lots of them. My communications are down, and I can't call them back. But I can tell you where they are, if you're interested.
Well, there you go. Missions forevermore.
Great. Let me see what I can pick up. Damn, this signal's too strong for a single bot. Must be a group traveling together. You'd better be careful.
Okay, cheers for watching the video. I'm gonna go and kill some rogue robots.